Oh, shoot. Let me hurry up and do this real quick. Hello, hello. Okay, I wanted to hop on here and talk about this real quick. Um, you haven't been getting your normal content because I got a lot going on outside of social media. So I haven't been able to like sit down and plan the way that I normally do. So for right now, we're just gonna do these lives for now. And then once I'm like back settled and everything, we'll get back, things will go back to normal. Okay. But I wanted to come on here and talk about this really quick because I'm just really seeing some nasty work going on right now. All right. I'm seeing some real nasty, nasty work regarding Jamie and Nikki right now. Me personally, I feel like I keep the same energy when it comes to situations like this on my platform. The number one thing that I like to do is when someone comes out and accuses a person, right? I always give that person a chance to defend themselves. Rayshondra, that situation where Rayshonda came online and she was talking about how, you know, LaShondra was a con artist and everything like that. I waited a few days to see if LaShondra was going to come out to defend herself, but all we got were Bible scriptures. Until this day, that's all we get is Bible scriptures. So I always try to be fair and give a person a chance to defend themselves. It's not about gender. It's not about race. It's not about any of that. It's about, if it was me, I would want that chance. I would want that opportunity, because I have been in situations personally where people will flat out play the victim, paint you out to be the villain. And in the process, you're still trying to process how they victimized you, yet they're going around and they're playing the victim to everybody else and manipulating the situation. And I feel like because I have that experience, I'm not quick to just assume I know everything when a person comes online and they accuse someone. Like there has to be more, there has to be more information for me to form an opinion about a situation I was not there and I didn't witness. Like I wasn't there, I didn't witness it. I don't believe in taking one-sided stories. I don't care what it is. It could be anything, anyone. It's just not right to me. It's not fair. It's not about girl code. It's not about choosing a side. And that's the thing. Some of you in the Black community and in the Black space, you're so obsessed with choosing a side. You're like obsessed with choosing a side. And that's why the toxicity and dysfunction in the Black community is running rampant, because it's all about favoritism. It's all about popularity. It's all about likes. It's all about looking cool and all that bullshit. And I don't give a shit about any of that. You want to know why? Because I believe in what's right and what's wrong. I'm not going off of popularity. I'm not going off of a gender war. I'm not going off of favoritism. I'm going off of what I really feel is right. So that means when it comes to some of my takes, and when we have these conversations, it's not always in favor of your favorite celebrity, content creator, or influencer. Like if I feel like it's morally wrong based off of my own principles that I follow, then I'm gonna have to go with the opposing side. It's not even that it's beef or I'm against that person. It's just I think it's wrong. That's it. That's all that it is. But see, the Black community is obsessed with choosing a side based off of who's more popular. And it's just like, that's why the community is fucked up now. Like, let's be real. That's why it's fucked up now. That's why Krishans, E-Kanes of the world are now running and dominating the social media space for young Black adults. And all we see is toxicity and dysfunction, because it's all about who's popular, who's popping. And that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. I don't take one-sided stories, y'all. That's crazy. And it's like, where's the integrity with that? I don't understand. Do y'all not understand what people are doing to Nikki Thought right now? And I'm not even saying that she's innocent. All right. If I'm being completely honest, when I look at the story, because listen, you have to understand, Nikki gave her side to things 4 years ago. And then Jamie just gave his sides to things today, well, last night or in the wee hours of the morning or whatever like that. And everyone has their right to speak their truth. Like, I'm not here to silence people from speaking their truth. They have every right to speak their truth. So do I think there's some truth to what Jamie said? Of course. Do I think there's some truth to what Nikki said 4 years ago? Of course. Of course. Of course. I just don't know how the cards play. I don't know how they're completely laid out because I was not there. So in my opinion, when it comes to this situation, it's just too soon to be on a side. Do you not understand that there are Black women? Yes, I said Black women that are on Nikki Thought's Instagram right now, shaming her and just sending her nothing but hate. And I'm just like, and it's her own following that's like turning on her. Let's take a look, shall we? And this is the crazy thing about it. I'm being called a pick-me. I'm being called a male-identified woman. And I'm just like, how? I'm not sitting up here attacking this woman off a one-sided story, all because of a man came online and said, she did this to me. Do you not understand that people are also on her platform right now tagging brands that she worked with to try to get her to lose her brand deals? Psychotic is what I call that psychotic. Let's take a look. I'm like, oh my gosh. And listen, any Black woman out here, you trying to be a content creator, you trying to get into the space of content creating, don't overshare. I would never, if I were you, you overshare, you playing yourself, point blank. Thank you for the super chat. You overshare, you playing yourself. You playing yourself, you playing yourself, you playing yourself. Do not overshare. That is the worst thing you can do. Because then people feel like they know you. And then people feel like it's crazy because people feel like they know me through my opinions. I'm like, you don't know me through my opinions. You only know me because of my opinions. That's it. You don't know me though. You do not know me like that. So like when you do vlogs and you do like lifestyle content and things like that, people think they know you. And it's like, listen, the internet is not a real place. It's not. People edit. People, they sit and they edit. Some sit and edit for hours. Some sit and record. Oh, I don't really like that. And then re-record. It's not a real place. Okay, it's production. That's what it is. So you don't know someone. They hit record and then they turn off the camera. When I'm in here giving my opinions, I don't have to be mindful of my language. I don't have to be mindful of over speaking when it comes to how I decide to voice my opinions and things like that, because I don't have to worry about that. I'm in a room literally right now by myself. I'm not disconnected with reality like that. All right. I'm not disconnected from reality. I'm in my house, in my office, by myself, having a conversation with people online. So I don't have to worry about being disrespectful or over speaking or over talking someone. I'm in a room by myself. I don't think people understand that. So people assume, oh, you're confrontational. You this, I'm in a room by myself. What are you talking about? That's why I be like, go outside. That's why I be telling you, go outside, because I don't get it. I don't get it. So let's go here. Now, do I feel like Nikki is innocent? Hell no. And you want to know why? Do I think she may have cheated? Yes. Why? She got married young. She had kids fast. And now I'm not here to judge when it comes to a woman cheating. It's really not my business. As long as they're accountable for what they did, it is what it is. right? It is what it is. So do I think she cheated? Yeah, I do. She married young. She had kids fast. It is what it is. Okay, it happens every day. All right, it happens every day. But let's just look at these comments, y'all. It's really sad. Okay. Listen, it says, this one woman, she said, Nikki, you were beating on that man in front of his family. Girl, And then people are like, the only one you hurt in the end is your kids. Shame on you. Then somebody else wrote, I always wondered if it were difficult seeing Ducky, which is her sister, excel in an industry you were interested in. When that karma come and hit you, we don't want to see a video of you crying, Nikki. You are full of BS. Definitely unfollowing. Then someone wrote, she wanted Jamie to unalive himself. That's how deep her vindictive actions went. Then someone wrote, Nikki, are you not embarrassed? I'm just like, all it took was one person coming online and giving a story that we have no way to verify, and we're turning on a woman that we barely know. Like, is this real life? That's what I'm not understanding. We don't know what her side of things are. We don't know if this man became controlling. One thing that I noticed when I was watching their content back in the day, he really pushed her to do the vlogs. He really pushed her to create like this brand around her name and everything like that. And at the time, I don't really think she wanted to do all of that. Like, he was trying to push her to be a model and all of that stuff. And I felt like it was to benefit him financially. It was to benefit him financially, and it was to benefit his family overall financially. So that's why I'm kind of like, I want to hear her side. But do I think that she's innocent? And I want to paint her to be this innocent woman that could do no wrong? Hell no. But I still want to hear her side, because to be honest, I don't think any party involved in this situation is 100% innocent. That's just my honest opinion based off of what he said in his video and then what she said 4 years ago. People be quick to switch up so fast. I was like, you wasn't really supporting her though. You switched up on her that fast, that easy. You didn't even wait for her to speak. You just automatically know what's going on. That crazy. It's kind of like that girlfriend where y'all have a disagreement or there's like a misunderstanding, and then all of a sudden she just starts attacking you with all of this like negative stuff that she's been wanting to say to you, but she finally has the guts to say it. And then like what's also weird is how people are tagging brands that she used to work with to try to get her to lose those brand deals, because it's looking like jealousy, y'all. I gotta keep it 1,000 with you. I'm like, who does that? I'm like, she hasn't even said anything. And then this is a man that's looking for sympathy because he needs money. We are aware of that, right? I mean, that was very clear. I mean, his whole rant, like half the video, 20 minutes, was about finances. All right. I'm just being honest. I got to keep it 1,000 with you. I'm like, finances. That's all and I don't care who does it. When couples do this stuff, it's manipulative to me. It manipulates the public. Like when couples come out and they talk about their spouse, whether it's a girlfriend, boyfriend, or it's a wife or a husband, and they put out this story and they paint themselves to be the victim, and they paint the other spouse to be the villain, and then they present it to the public. It's manipulative. That's how I see it. They are manipulating us to choose a side. They're manipulating us in a way to attack the other person or the other spouse. And I just don't like it when couples do this. Like, I really don't like it when couples do this. If you are unaware of who Jamie and Nikki are, they used to be a YouTube couple. I mean, they really paved the way for YouTube couples or just content creator couples online. Like, they were one of the first interracial couples that I started watching years ago. Years ago. And it was just like it was, and then they lived in, you know, Australia, and it was just, it was different. It was like culture for me. Like, I've never seen, first of all, I've never seen a woman that beautiful. Like, let's be for real. And then like their life and everything, it was just so different. It was something I wasn't used to seeing. So I used to watch their vlogs a lot back in the day. So when they divorced and they went through their separation and everything, it really hit the YouTube space pretty hard because a lot of people looked up to them, especially Black women that were seeing a woman step outside of, you know, the cultural norm, dating outside of her race, and being in an interracial relationship, and then being in an interracial marriage and things like that. And so a lot of people were inspired by her and them in many different ways and things like that. So it kind of sucks. It really does suck. And then, you know, I have my suspicion about Jamie in his video, because I don't know if you guys saw this. And when did she post this? She posted this in April. I'm assuming the divorce was finalized probably recently, because now Jamie has the courage to post his side of things. But she got her a new man. Let me show you. She got her a new man, and he's Black. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm going to do a full breakdown. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Because I was like, because you know how these men are. All right. And if she cheated and she moved on before he did, and she's posting it to social media, you think this man is going to be on some up and up type? No, he's trying to get his lick back. All right. That's why, like, when it comes to Jamie, I'm not on his side fully either. Are you out of your mind? I know how these men be thinking. And she posted this too. And then look at the man. Hold on. This is what he looked like from behind. So I'm like, what he looked like from the front? So that's why I'm not on Jamie's side. I'm not sitting up there like, yeah, Jamie, I believe every word that's coming out of your mouth. Are you out of your mind? Listen, did y'all watch Love is Blind? Did you watch Love is Blind? Did you see how Chris cheated on Johnny? Yeah. Do you know why he did that? Because as a man, his ego could not get over the fact that Johnny originally rejected him over another man. So he cheated on her and wasted her time. All right. And yes, he was a white male that did that. And listen, ladies, when it comes to these white men, they're men. Let's not forget that. All right. Let's not forget who they are. At the end of the day, they are a man. It's like some women need to hear that. They are a man at the end of the day. Okay. The only team you need to be on is yourself. You need to be on your own team, sis. That's it. That's what it just be cringy when you're choosing the man's. Girl, I don't choose sides when it comes to them. I'm on my side, right? So I'm always looking at things from a perspective where I'm like, damn, would I want that to happen to me? But see, you think that because I'm looking that way at situations, you assume I'm on the man's side. I'm never going to be on the man's side. I'm a woman. Come on now. I'm always looking out for myself. You need to get in the habit of looking out for yourself. So when it comes to Jamie, I'm like, it's very interesting how he's been quiet this entire time, and how all of a sudden she posts a new boo thing on her Instagram, and how all of a sudden the divorce is finalized and he feel like he can speak out. It's very interesting how that timeline works. So I don't know. She seems happy. She seems like she's moved on. I don't know. So And I didn't even notice. I just started looking into the situation. I didn't even know she had moved on. I wasn't even paying attention. So I don't know. I don't know. Do I feel like she's innocent in this situation? Hell no. No. But do I think she should be getting doxxed and like people are out here like tagging brands that she's working with to try to get her fired? No. Like, do we not all make mistakes? I mean, I know I do. I know I'm an imperfect individual. Do we not make mistakes? So if she cheated on this man, she did it like what, 4 years ago. We don't know what type of person she is today. So why would you go and try to sabotage a woman's lifestyle, her children's lifestyle, and try to get her brand deals removed? Like that's a little obsessive to me. It is. It's a little weird. Not gonna lie. Like, we don't know who this woman is today. She could be a totally different person. She could have went to therapy after her divorce. We don't know. And then who's to say, like, if she was to come out and speak, that she wouldn't even take accountability for how she was acting then? Because let's be clear, those videos are old. But see, this is what I be talking about. Like, do women get so emotional that they don't think first? They just act. And then another thing that I question, and I have to keep it 1,000 with y'all, was when he posted the video footage towards the end, right? It was very manipulative to me. Like, even as a person that knows that she's not 100%, innocent, it was just, first of all, you're recording her. She clearly does not want to be recorded. She knocks the phone out of your hand because she doesn't want to be recorded. How is that your proof of abuse, though? Like, she looks agitated. Another thing was all the text messages and stuff, like, they were arguing. They're co-parenting. It's fresh. It's new. They're still trying to co-parent. So I don't think that a couple who's trying to co-parent after separating is going to be that nice to each other, especially when it comes to a disagreement. So if a woman is agitated, a man has a phone in her face, and she clearly does not want to be recorded. She knocks the phone out of his hand, most likely on purpose because she didn't want to be recorded. How is that proof of abuse? So I'm not really buying that. Honestly, the only thing that I believe that she did was the cheating. That's it. That's it. Now, in the text, she did apologize for hitting him, right? But was that was it because she hit the phone out of his hand and so she apologized for that? I like, come on. We don't know. We were not there, y'all. Okay. We were not there. And it was so long ago. And that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all don't think this is like kind of vindictive on his part as well? That's what y'all let me know if I'm just crazy. Like, because I like to analyze things from like a bigger point of view than just what people are showing me, because I'm trying to make sense of it in my mind. And in my mind, it doesn't make sense to just be on his side, because I'm just like, I have a lot of questions, And then in the comment section, he didn't allow anyone to comment on the situation. So I'm just like, y'all don't think it's kind of like a little, I don't know. They both, yeah, I don't like it when couples do this, because now it's like, y'all putting us in your business. We didn't ask to be in your business. Then another thing that I didn't like about the video was it was giving a Karen. I'm sorry. It was giving Karen. It was giving Karen, y'all. Like, you know how Karens, they pull out their phone at the right moment of a Black person being aggressive? That's what it was. I was like, and then his mama started crying on cue. And I'm like, listen, black women, when you date these white men, know what you're getting yourself into. All right. I'm not here to tell you who to date. I'm not. I feel like part of your liberation as a Black woman is to date who you want to date. But know what you're getting yourself into when you date white and male. All right? Because that's like a global issue. White and male, and then a Black girl, a Black woman. Know what you're getting yourself into when you do that. All right? Know what I've been warning black women about it. I've been warning black women about it, and I've been warning black women about it. I'm like, are y'all listening to me? Are you really listening to me? For real, because I'm just like, it was giving a Karen. That was a Karen move. That's what I saw at the end of that video. I'm like, that's a Karen move. And it was clear she was just knocking the phone out the way because she was obviously agitated, annoyed, upset. I don't know what she was upset about. He didn't give us that information. All right. Then another thing that was weird was he had video footage of him talking about, what was going on back in 2020. So I'm like, you have the video footage from back then. Is giving planned. That's what's giving. So I'm waiting on Nikki. All right. That's what I'm waiting on. Not because I'm siding with her and she's innocent or anything. I just feel like there's more to this situation than what we've been told originally from her. And there's more to this situation. There's another side to the story that Jamie told. That's where I'm at with this. But I need women to also understand too, because this is going to be my last point, and then I got to go. Let me pull up, because I've been warning black women about this. I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be used against us in the worst way. And here it happened. Okay. Oh. Okay. So maybe it's because of how I was raised. I don't know. But I have this big complex when it comes to, if I don't want it to happen to me, I'm not going to gloat. I'm not going to laugh. I'm not going to mock a person in their current situation or circumstance. I don't care if it's a man or a woman. If it's something that I do not want to happen to me, I don't want to experience that. I don't care if I don't like them. Like, I don't have to like them to not make fun of them in their current situation, simply because I don't feel like I'm above anything. I don't feel like I'm above another person's experience, even when I don't like them. So I don't mock. I don't laugh. I don't point the finger like, that's why you're in the position. I don't do that weird stuff. It is very weird. But one thing that I noticed is like this sympathy trend. This sympathy trend is growing, and it's growing rapidly. And I'm noticing that a lot of people are scamming with it. A lot of people are starting to scam with sympathy. Just like luxury, they getting people with just the name luxury, they getting people with sympathy as well. We live in a time now where people are getting desperate to get money. Why? The economy, inflation. All right. And the last time I checked in with the US government, they not trying to help us. They helping everybody else though. They got money for everybody else, but they don't got money for their own people. I think that's interesting how that works. So people are getting very desperate about getting money, making money to make ends meet, to stay afloat. That's just what's going on. So I noticed that the US economy is using the term luxury as a way to get more money out of you, especially when it comes to housing and just overall experiences like dining now. It's like everything is luxury or it's poor. It's either luxury or poor. And it didn't used to be like that. There used to be a middle class, but it's almost like they're getting rid of that completely. And so they're scamming. People are now starting to scam with luxury. I'm noticing that. Another scam that people are doing is the sympathy trend, where people hop online, they trauma bond with their following, they get the sympathy from their followers, and they start making money that way. I see the trend growing pretty fast on TikTok. So a lot of people were hopping behind the random man from Atlanta, that story, and then come to find out she knew about that man and his issues and his dealings with other women prior to getting pregnant. But that's not the story that she originally told. That was not the story that she was painting to her audience and her followers. And so now that people are starting to see the type of person that she is, if you get in her comments now, you'll start to see how some of her followers question some of the things that she says or does now, because that was not the original story that she had painted to her following and her audience. So the new trend now, like I said, it's a trend. I see a lot of women really running with this in this space, mainly TikTok, where they are looking for sympathy by giving a very sob story. Women are just buying into it because, like, women are gullible. I just got to be honest with you. Women are definitely gullible because a gullible person believes a one-sided story. A gullible person doesn't question what a person is saying. And I'm not saying that you don't want to believe them. You do, but you just want to make sure that someone isn't being manipulative to you. When you believe a one-sided story, you're easy to manipulate. You're easy to scam. You're easy to take advantage of. It's not hard. All they got to do is come to you with a sob story, and they got your checking account. They got your credit card. They got your debit card. They got all your financial information, and they may even put you in a dangerous situation or position because you bought into their sob story. The number one way women are out here getting like kidnapped or sex trafficked and things like that is people come up to them with a sob story. They get them isolated, and then they either sex traffic them or they kidnap them. So you should ask questions before you just let all of your defenses down and you just go along with what someone is saying just simply because they gave you a sob story, ladies. Like, it's actually dangerous. So it's more to it than just social media and things like that. Like, it can happen to you at the grocery store. Like, somebody could come up to you and give you a sob story and lure you to their car or lure you outside of the store and get you alone and get you isolated and do something to you. Like, it's actually dangerous for women to have this thought process. It is. It's very dangerous. So it's something that women need to get a little more careful about, because no one should be able to just come to you with a sob story and you just automatically just believe them and then you let your defenses down because you see them as a victim, right? And now they can just full blown take advantage of you. This happens in dating as well. The swindler, right? How was he able to get all of the money out of those women? And the man never had a job. He never really was spending money on them, but somehow he was able to get money out of them, though, but women fall for sob stories and then they get used, scammed, and taken advantage of. Okay. The swindler was another situation. I'm like, how did this man get all of this money? And basically he had created a scam ring where he was dating for money and he was able to get it for money, but somehow he had this persona and image that he was like a tycoon. And I'm just like, how is he even able to pull that off? And then when you watch the documentary, he always hit him with a sob story. Oh, my checking account, they like some elaborate sob story that technically does not make sense, but because he was looking to get a woman's sympathy, he got it. And once he realized that he got it, he was able to weaponize it against her, scam her, take advantage of her, use her, and then once he was done with her, move on to the next. It happens every day. So please be careful about that. All right. Please be careful about that. Okay, I'm logging out. Is there something wrong with the audio? Yeah, she did admit to hitting him. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Nikki is saying that she will be sharing her side in the Instagram video. That's good to know. That's good to know. Let me see, because I'm still on her page. Okay, I didn't see it. Maybe, I don't know. But listen, I simply made this video to, like, Black women. Give her a chance. Like, we got to stop attacking Black women before we have more information. Once you have more information, then, if that woman is wrong, okay, yes, we do. We need to hold her accountable. But do men need to hold women accountable? Hell no. I don't know why y'all listen to them. I don't know why y'all listen to men when it comes to accountability pertaining to a woman. They are not women. They may wear wigs and dress like us to impersonate us and stuff like that, but they're not a woman. They don't know what it's like to be a woman and to live in a woman's body. So why listen to them when it comes to accountability? You should not be triggered when it comes to accountability, because you should have self-accountability. No one should be out here checking you but yourself. You should be checking yourself when it comes to your own actions and choices. It shouldn't be a man. And really, if you really a badass out here, it shouldn't even be someone like me, because you checked yourself before I did. You knew you was wrong and you admitted to it. And so now you've moved past it. I don't need to come at you any type of way. I'm going to mind my damn business, because I'm like, well, clearly she got it all figured out. She took self-accountability. Accountability is not for any and everyone out here. It's for you. It's not to be seen a certain way by other people. It's for you. It's for you to get your life on track. It's for you to get the desired outcomes that you want. It's for you to move forward in life in the way that you want. It's for you to get things that you want out of life. The only way you're going to get it, though, is through accountability. And if your actions do not match your desired outcomes, you're not going to get the desired outcome. You're going to continue to get what you don't want. That's where the self-accountability comes in. It's not for anyone out here to really give you that accountability. It's for you to seek it within yourself, because you know that there are certain desires and wants that you want out of life. The only way you're going to get it is through self-accountability. And if your actions don't match your desired outcomes, you're not going to get the desired outcomes. That's what it's about. Women were sending him money on YouTube. I'm not shocked by that, y'all. I mean, listen, there was a Swindler documentary on Netflix. All right, that's not shocking to me. Okay, it's not. But I'm logging out. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's day. But like, let her tell her side before we just cancel her and just send her nasty energy on her Instagram. Like, can we at least wait for more information to come out before we just pounce on her and just go in full attack mode? Like, that's really nasty work. And I've been seeing that a lot in the Black women's space, how we just do real nasty work and we just go in and we just attack. And then we somehow talk about girl code or staying on code. How does that even work if all it takes is someone to come on here and say something about a Black woman, and the next thing you know, we're like attacking her? All right. Now, and you can't be biased, because at some point you do have to believe in what's right? Because you don't want a situation happening to you in return. But at the same time, you also don't want to accuse someone of doing something that maybe there's more to the story and we just don't know what that is. So let's just wait. I think it's best that sometimes we as Black women, we don't immediately react to things. We just kind of wait and try to see how a situation is going to play out. Maybe even do research, maybe even contact local authorities before we just automatically assume we know a situation and then we just start reacting immediately. Like, slow down, be at ease first, be in flow, like be slow to giving people your reaction. Don't be quick to giving people your reaction, because at the end of the day, you should be preserving your energy, honestly. All right. But I'm logging out. I got to go. Ladies, you enjoy the rest of your evening. I didn't want to hold you too long. And yes, I will be. My next video, it won't be this situation, because I'm trying to give Nikki time to really collect her thoughts and speak. But I will be doing a reaction tomorrow. I told y'all, the Cheesecake Factory girl, she did an interview. The Cheesecake Factory girl did an interview, and I'm definitely going to be reacting to it. Yes. I heard about that, Walter. I heard that Jamie started dating her when she was a minor, but I just don't know how true that is. That's what I heard. All right. So yeah, the Cheesecake Factory lady, she did an interview, and I'm going to be reacting to that. I told y'all, didn't I tell you, like, the times that we are in today, when people go viral, they feel the need to do an interview? And y'all was calling it a skit. It wasn't. It really was a real date, and she really was holding up her phone, recording herself in the way that she was. And so she sat down and she did an interview. See, I keep hearing different stuff. Like people are saying he groomed her. She was 16. Somebody else said she was 17. He was 26. So I don't know. That's why I'm like, let her speak her truth. I'm done going with the rumors. Let her come out and speak her truth. We will know soon. All right. So yeah. Be slow to giving people your reaction. Don't be quick because you may end up looking like a fool. All right. I'm out. Y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one.